Hey guys, this is Jay, and in this video I want to quickly show us how I traded LTCUSDT using pure price action, and I'm going to be explaining my entry model. Now before then, kindly show your support by hitting the like button, subscribe to this channel if you're new, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell for subsequent advanced trading videos. So guys, let's get started. I'm going to be giving us the template of my entry model. Okay, this setup I got is a buy setup, and so I'm going to be showing us a buy template, like, okay, the diagram explaining structure and liquidity. My strategy is purely structure and liquidity, and I've explained it over time in my previous videos. So if you're yet to understand what market structure is or a swing structure, please kindly refer to my previous videos for better elucidation. So this is the template, and then this is a swing structure, like I said. So when I have already created a video explaining swing structure and the various kinds of liquidity that we have. So we want to quickly see a sweep of this low, a sweep of this low, then we want to have a break of this structure, which is known as transactional liquidity. Then we want to have this low as our protected zone, and then we have our structural liquidity, right? We have our structural liquidity, and we want to have our POI, either a QM arrow or other block within this region. We want to have our POI within this region. And what else? Yeah, this is our target. This happens to be our target. So we are going to patiently wait for price. We are going to patiently wait for price to retrace back into the discount area of my swing structure. Okay, mitigating this POI. Okay, now how do I validate if my structural liquidity is correct? Okay, sorry, we have another break of structure here, which is another transactional liquidity taking. I'm simply going to validate my if my structural liquidity is correct or valid by plotting my fib tool up to that first break of structure, and I have my structural liquidity right on top my 50% line of the fib tool. I told you all before that if it's on top, if it's a little bit below, if it's a little bit high, it is valid. So we want to see price getting into this POI, and then price, changes character, reclaim this other block, and continue to the upside. This is my entry model. This is a simple concept. Like I said, you just have to see it beyond a trading pattern, okay, and know how to apply it correctly. Now let's dive into the chart to figure out those trades, the trade that I took rather. Okay, now we have to start from a higher time frame. I am big on top-down analysis because a higher time frame gives you a bird-eye view of the market condition. You see everything clearly. You don't start analyzing from a lower time frame. Okay, so right here I can see a sweep of this low, right? A sweep of this low, and then I can see on the weekly time frame a break of this structure, okay, and this is my protected low. Okay, so this is already a swing structure for me. This is already a swing structure for me. And scaling down to the daily time frame, I can see an order block that has been reclaimed. Okay, I can see an order block that has been reclaimed, which is this. This is just pure price action. I'm still coming to my entry model. You can see another other block that has been reclaimed, okay, and then I'm looking for buy opportunities, okay. Scale down to the 4-hour time frame. Scale down to the 4-hour time frame. I'm still looking for buys. Now I'm going to cut price around this area. This is where I cut it. This is where I cut the buy again. So okay, I can see a move, if this basic market structure move. Then we are using this zone. This low should be protected, and then there is a break of structure here, and we have our liquidity here taken. Okay, we have our liquidity here. Scale down to the lower time frame, and what did I see? I saw okay, go back to 30 minutes time frame. We can clearly see that price was bearish on the 30 minutes time frame, takes out this low. Okay, now price came to the discount area of this structure, and what can we see here? What can we see? I'm still going to cut price. Okay, so this is very simple. I started my analysis from the weekly time frame, okay, using pure price action, identifying mitigated areas and why price is reacting on that area. A reclaimed order block is a very important concept, and that's where price is reacting. So the price is currently bullish. Now this is the main thing. Okay, I am seeing this reaction here. I am seeing that price is trying to change character, that shifts to the upside. Basically, I saw this sweep. Okay, I saw this sweep. I knew that something was about to happen here, but of course I didn't take the trade. But I'm more interested in this. This is my current swing structure. And then I have a break of this entire structure. We can use there, but let me use this overall. No, I'm using here. And then there is another confirmation of another break of structure, which is transactional liquidity has been taken. And look at this incomplete pullback, which is known as our structural liquidity. Right? This is known as our structural liquidity. And what did I do? You can see this order block here, this unmitigated weak based order block, or we can actually scale down to the 15 minutes time frame and look for a QMR. I'm not seeing any there, so I would rather use this weak based order block. I'm going to use this weak based order block, and yeah, that was what I used. Okay, now this is my POI. Now I have, next step is to validate if my structural liquidity is valid or correct. Now you can see my structural liquidity in the 50% below, a little bit below the 50% fib line, and inside my discount area, which makes it valid. So what am I expecting to do now? All I did was take my position to, okay, and my stop loss a little bit below my invalidation area, and then I have my 1 to 3 RR, which is the highest I trade. 1 to 3 RR, and let's see what happens. And I am actually planning, okay, let's see. I don't want this video to be long at all. It's just a trade review. Let's see how it plays out. Here we go. Okay, it's a very it plays out in a very simple way, especially when you are following the order flow of the market. And when I come to, I'm looking for the reclaimed block so that I can get another continuation entry. I'm looking for a reclaimed block so that I can get another continuation entry. I use the 1 hour reclaimed order block. I can see that price reclaimed this order block effortlessly. Okay, price took out this order block, mitigated this POI, reclaimed the order block. I don't want to, I'm not supposed to complicate this pattern, but this is just so, I just want to use one stone to kill two birds by also showing us that we can also reclaim, you know, a valid order block when it has been swept, just to get a continuation entry. And when you reclaim an order block, you simply want to place your entry here, and then your stop loss a little bit below this low that swept the order block. And as usual, target my 1 to 3. So I have about 6%, or I had about 6% on this trade. So let's see how it plays out completely. Go back to the 30 minutes time frame. Let's see how it goes. There we go. First TP, not yet. So that's the first TP, and price, as you see how price came to mitigate the reclaimed block. Okay, there was a break of the reclaimed block. The block was reclaimed, and price came back to mitigate this reclaimed block, and here we go. Okay, here we go. So I had a 1 to 6 RR on this trade on LTCUSDT. So that is a big boom. That's a big boom. So guys, this is pretty simple. This is pretty simple, but not as simple as you think though. I already calculated this move from the higher time frame. Okay, I already followed the order flow and used my entry model. So that was how I arrived at a 1 to 6 RR trade that was sometimes last 2 weeks ago. Okay, so guys, if you've gained value so far, don't forget to hit the like button and then subscribe to this channel if you're new. Turn on your notification bell, because I am going to be posting my trading pattern. Okay, I'm going to be sharing valuable content that will help you elevate your trading game. So that'll be all for now, guys. Have a nice time.